You enter the room. Someone hurls an insult at you. A careless word, disguised as jest or criticism, but you feel the shift. The air cracks. Something unseen moves, a trap triggered by accusation, a power pivot under your boots. Their voice echoes longer than the insult. You smile outwardly, but inwardly, you sense a snare, your identity questioned, your worth challenged, your reaction demanded. In that moment you are not the target of a mere insult, you are the actor in a psychological drama you did not script. You can feel the spectators, the silent judgment, the dynamic changing. They expect you to flinch, they expect you to respond. And in that expectation lies the power, yours, if you choose wisely. Or theirs, if you fall into the trap. So here you stand, caught. What will you do? Look to the sage of Florence, Niccolò Machiavelli. He wrote that men are so simple of mind, and so much dominated by their immediate needs, that a deceiver will always find plenty who are ready to be deceived. He understood not ideal men, but real men, driven by fear, hope, vanity, and instinct. In his world, power was not polite, it was precise. It was survival. And in your world now, modern, digital, public, an insult is not mere noise, it is a move in the game. You are being mapped, measured. Your reaction becomes data. Your silence becomes commentary. The raw truth he gave you, humans respond to perception, not just truth. You need to learn that when you are insulted, you are no longer simply you, you are now a target in the power economy of meaning. Accepting that truth gives you freedom. Denying it locks you into the victim role. Today you will learn how to respond when you are insulted, not in the way society teaches, but in the way the powerful understand. You're making at least two mistakes right now, you either overreacting or underreacting. And both feed the trap. I will show you 5 principles rooted in Machiavellian strategy, principles the powerful never admit, but always live by. Master these and you will shift the dynamic. Fail to learn them and the insult becomes your master. Let's begin. Principle 1. Don't reveal your momentary wound. When the insult hits, your instinct is to show emotion, to flinch, to respond, to defend. But in that moment you reveal your wound. And wounds map power. The moment you betray the sting, you become vulnerable. In Renaissance Florence, a ruler who showed fear lost his edge. Machiavelli said, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." You must absorb the strike silently, keep your face calm, your hand unshaken. Real-world example, in a corporate boardroom, an executive makes a subtle dig at you. You sit still. You nod. You ask a question as though nothing happened. The moment you lash back, you become the reaction machine. The moment you recoil, you become the victim character. Reverse rule, observe, don't reveal. Let others display the wound, they trade in emotion, you trade in control. Principle 2. Turn the frame of meaning, don't accept the narrative. When someone insults you, they project a narrative, you are inferior, you are weak, you are foolish. If you accept that narrative, you inherit their power. Machiavelli observed that the vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar. The crowd sees what you seem, not what you are. So when you are insulted, don't accept the frame, flip it. Example, a partner criticizes your competence publicly. You respond not by proving them wrong, but by calmly reframing, interesting point. I'll see how I can improve. You neither offend nor defend. You pivot, you make them inhabit your frame. Solution, never accept the other's narrative, create your own. In silence or in word, you shift the scope of meaning. The insult becomes their moment, not yours. Principle 3. Let time serve your counter-move, not your reaction. A spontaneous reaction is often predictable. A delayed move is powerful. Machiavelli taught that all courses of action are risky, so prudence is not in avoiding danger, it's impossible, but calculating risk and acting decisively. When you wait, you gather information, tone, context, audience, motive. You erase the impulsive. In social media, a comment, a post, a story, this is the modern battlefield. If you lash out immediately, you feed into the echo chamber of the offender. If you pause, then act, you force them to wonder, what is he doing? Example, online you're insulted in the comments. Instead of replying, you post a neutral piece of content later that shows your value. The initial jolt dies down, your quiet rise begins. Solution: don't respond in the moment. Let the moment pass. Then act. Your timing becomes your weapon. Principle 4: use the insult as information, not injury. When someone insults you, they reveal their strategy, their emotions, their weaknesses. They tell you what matters, they highlight your edges. Machiavelli's realist lens: people act from interest, not ethics. So you treat the insult like intelligence. Ask yourself, why did they hit me there? Who is watching? What are they attempting to provoke? Example, on the job your competitor comments on your inexperience. You note, inexperience. Their angle, they doubt you. Now you adjust, show competence quietly, build alliances, shift perception. Solution: don't cry. Decode. The insult is your data. Use it. Principle 5: never trash your opponent, but quietly undermine their foundation. You might feel rage, desire revenge, the urge to expose them. But when you lash out overtly, you mirror their tactic. Machiavelli: men should be either treated generously or destroyed, because they take revenge for slight injuries, for heavy ones they cannot. It's brutal, but the principle is, small injury leaves you vulnerable to retaliation, the truly powerful neutralize the attack in a way that leaves you dominant, not embroiled. In modern terms, you don't post a hit piece on social media. You simply grow, you perform, you outshine. The insulter looks small. Others see the change. The narrative shifts. Solution: don't battle on their battlefield. Build your own vantage into theirs. Silence is a tool. Progress is a message. Principle 6: appear unmoved, even when you're forging the strike. Power rarely moves with emotion. It moves with purpose. When you appear unmoved by the insult, you disarm the attacker. They expected you to be upset. They expected a reaction. By giving neither, you reset the rules. Machiavelli: everyone sees what you seem to be, few know what you really are. Your image becomes your shield. Example, in a romantic context, someone mocks your background. You smile, you thank them for feedback, you remain present. Then you excel quietly: work, fitness, reputation. They see you handle the strike with grace. They don't see the preparation, the transformation behind your still face. Solution: keep your outward calm. Let your inner work be hidden. The impression you give becomes stronger than the insult they hurled. Principle 7: use the insult to clarify your circle and your strategy. When someone insults you, they force you to act. Use that force to map your allies, your audience, your purpose. Machiavelli again: a leader must know his men and his times. The insult is a signal: who's defending you, who's silent, who's pleased. Example, in your professional network they make a snide remark in a meeting. Afterward you watch, who leans in, who shrinks away, who laughs. You now know your tribe. You fine-tune your strategy accordingly. Solution: don't let the insult scatter you, let it align you. Tighten your circle. Sharpen your direction. The insult becomes your compass, not your wound. You were taught that honesty is rewarded. That graciousness wins you friends. That openness builds trust. But in the real world, openness without strategy is a liability. You think the world has changed, digital, social, connected. But human nature remains the same. The predator still watches the flinch. The silent competitor still wins by waiting. The crowd still judges by appearance. Machiavelli's world hasn't vanished, it wears modern clothes. Your schoolyard, corporate pitch room, online feed, they are all battlefields of meaning. You no longer fight for approval, you fight for agency. You no longer fight back, you reposition. You no longer let the insult define you, you define the world around it. This is not cynicism. It is realism. The world doesn't care that you were wounded, it cares that you rise. Stop reacting. Stop showing your scar. Start directing the frame. Stop hearing the insult in your own head and begin hearing the message behind it. Stop letting others script your response. Start scripting their expectation. Build your presence in silence. Cultivate your calm. Grow your influence without noise. This doesn't make you fake. It makes you formidable. When you're insulted, remember, power is less in the strike than in your non-strike. The wound they seek becomes the pivot of your ascent. You are no victim. You are the strategist. In a world of predators, the man who shows no visible weakness cannot be touched. The one who remains still when the assault comes, still when the audience expects drama, he wins. As Machiavelli said, it is much safer to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both.